5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Welcome back, everyone. We have the second matchup of the day. We've got a little NA versus SA here. Crazy versus Thunder Predator. I'm super excited for this. This is a lower bracket here. It's the semis, and it's gonna be the of which one is gonna be continued. It's gonna face off with Quincy crew. A little bit of a struggle bracket here. It's the semis, and it's gonna be the of which one is gonna be continued. It's gonna face off with Quincy crew. A little bit of a struggle still, obviously. You've got one more team that you'll need to that battle, but you know, both of these teams are very closely matched. Very excited. I've got myself a Monster Energy. I'm all ready to go. Let's see what happens. I'm joined with the wonderful Kips here as my co-caster, and we've got Pithy and
Oops. The next label play.
what are they?
10 seconds.
队友呢？队友嘞？
Factor.
队友呢？队友呢？
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
You know why Troll is coming up in these drafts, though?
Radiant team pick.
It's because of it's because of Mr. HFN. HFN loves himself some Troll, and they ban out a lot of the other
再见了，宝贝儿。
very meta. So kind of the
哎，队友呢？
I don't want to say the safety plan, but they know that he can perform well on it, and it usually
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Earth spirit.
Radiant team pick.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Dire team pick. Venomancer.
that is a Keizu hero, but Magnus made it through. Magnus instantly turns all of your cores into an insane farming machine.
Remaining.
A lot of that coming out. In fact, we've seen quite a bit. Assassin, one of your favorite heroes, Kips. And then Z play a ton of, and paired up with the Magnus is super threatening. It's actually so scary because a lot of the times the teams about MNZ, they'll shut him down a little bit earlier, and then he'll just AFK farm. They have usually a pretty deep draft going on. Make the space, and all of a sudden MNZ shows up and he one-shots them. You can't, crazy smarter. Like, they've got Owie 2000. There's no way that they let that happen. And I'm sure we watched Owie play 4D chess the other day with the draft where he baited them into buying, not buying, but picking up a Drow Ranger, and then they just ran her over. Like, they made it so clear. Like Jenkins and I like to say, if we can see it as a bunch of, you know, idiots, then they definitely see it. But sometimes, you know, you activate Owie 2000's trap card and he just takes you for a ride. So be interested to see. They go for the Terrorblade this time. Okay. Not going to go for that PA. They're throwing a monkey wrench in the very early pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
That one coming.
Radiant team ban.
That could be a Woo Magnus. That's 5. We've been seeing a lot of it. Yes, we've been seeing a lot of position 5 Magnus. They, No Tail's been running this too. Puppy No Tail.
10 seconds remaining.
And it's worked. And it's worked.
5 seconds
For those people, but also in the games that Thunder Predator has run it, it has worked. They took a page out of your, lofty, fancy, high-class EU Dota pages, and we brought it to the streets, Kips. We brought it over here. We're making it dirty. We're making it work. And this could definitely end up being a position.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, again, it is a flex pick. Might not necessarily be in the past. Magnus 5, it just works. You're very, very tanky, so you're able to, be up front and center. You're throwing your body at them. You're making that space. And then also, if they decide to run it as a 5, right, you've got a blade. So he's going to Morphosis. One, just start wailing away, hitting creeps. You've got that little bit of toggle between. He's also great at jungling. So once Terrorblade is done, he's decided, all right, I don't need this lane. Plop Magnus in there. Plop him in there. Give him the chance to get levels. Give him farm up a Blink Dagger. It's not necessarily always the best, but depending on what else they draft, and also keep in mind, Matthew is an extremely active player. Depending what they pick for him, he's going to be able to roam around. You've got Tomato standing in over style last couple of games, and just roaming with Frank. God, for the love of God, all right, Thunder Predator, this is my formal, begging you, stop picking Tassel for Frank. I know it looks good during laning phase, but then it starts to fall off. And then I'm just sitting there going, oh my God, why do you have a Dazzle? Why do you have a Dazzle in the late game? He's not doing anything. Please, I'm not a pro player, but it kills me inside. It kills me as a Thunder Predator fan, right? That's it. That's the end of my rant.
Dire team ban.
They don't. And they don't. And plus, Frank is such a good offlaner. He's an excellent offlaner. Give him something else. Give him something that's more meta, that's going to make an impact. Again, I said that was the end of my rant, though. But, I'm interested to see. Just don't get me started on Silencer, okay? Just don't. But with the crazy draft, right now, it's looking nice. You have Moon Meander on the Earth Spirit. You're going to most likely have Kazu playing that off lane. Not super fun for Terrorblade. He's not going to enjoy it, but he can. I'm interested, though, to see what else they just draft, what Bryle's heroes, particularly. HFN tends to. They're not going to be able to go and. Well, they could still actually pick up.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They have played Zeus in the past, and it has absolutely. They don't like to pick up Bryle's hero until.
Radiant team pick.
This is so interesting that getting more Tusk picks literally happened overnight. I have not been seeing. What, did they all scrim each other and figure something out? Like, what happened?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
so weird though, the way that, because like Thunder Predator, they used to run the Void Spirit as a 4, Ember Spirit as a... Matthew really excels. Slippery, that can make space, that are very active. And the spirits just, for whatever reason, have been completely ignored most part. We haven't seen any bans on them. We haven't up, and did see it in the last game. Quinn here, but this time around, just not much. Okay, an IO into a lit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Was this a Frank Magnus or an Auto Magnus? Because I know you could run a core IO, but I'm not digging that. Don't do that to me, Thunder Predator. You're in the lower bracket. That was not the time.
Radiant team banned.
No, the Arc Ward, and that's gonna be HFN playing.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Yeah, because that's definitely an HFN. They could. The thing that's tough is that Tomato hasn't played mid in so long. Like he'll play, you know, in pubs and stuff. Like generally speaking, he
remaining
4 roles. So like a lot of the normal instances or is up to date with it, I guess is a better. I mean, we could see something like, you know, if Leo Style was here, I would say we're seeing a Void Spirit. We're seeing something that can jump in, pull someone, hold them in place, and they don't have great lockdown coming out of Crazy. Got what, Lich Gaze, Sinister Gaze. That's pretty much it. You've got a couple slows, you've got a couple silences, but got the Kunkka. That's
Radiant team pick.
and avoid them. Trial hero here. Could get a Lena, possibly. That's bad with the birth damage. We want to see the Bat Rider.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
I've never liked DK. Kips, we've had this conversation. The Wind Ranger, okay. Yeah, I know you do. You like him. You almost like him as much as you like your Beastmaster because he's a rock. You can build a draft around him. I know you. I've casted with you enough. We've had enough conversations. But I would rather see something active for Bryle. I don't like to see a waste of talent.
5 seconds remaining.
There we go. We got Slacks' waifu. Now, what is the pickup here for Thunder Predator? Is this a Magnus mid or is it a Frank? Tell us. God!
Is your hero, my good friend?
I'm done. All right, you're going to cast this one on your own. Bye, guys. We're out. Come on, Thunder Predator. Laugh it up, Kips. Laugh it up. To be fair, they probably just like, we heard Moxie hates us here. Let's just troll her, you know, while we're in the lower bracket. To be fair, Dazzle, when they play in the lane, it does a lot, right? It's pretty strong. It's got that sustainability. You've got a lot of heal coming out because a lot of the times too, Mino's not able to get off the Sunder if they're moving just quickly with this. I don't like it just because it falls off. It falls off pretty hard. On the plus side of things, though, you have a Magnus. Magnus is going accelerating in farm. He's going to very quickly. So perhaps they can finish the game before it reaches that critical mass point where Frank just becomes a walking necro book and bad juju. But I have to say I like Crazy's draft a little bit. That's my problem with the Dazzle. That, like I said, during the laning phase, pretty good, but as we get further in, they need to make the space, and they have a Dazzle, as they just feature him very up front and center here. This is not a hero that's known for being hyper aggressive. This is a hero that, kind of wanders about, tries to push out waves. He's not gonna be, like a centaur, right? He's not gonna be like a Beastmaster. It's just not the same tempo, and especially with an IO picked up too here with Wu. No me gusta.
Well, one of the things they can definitely do is double heal stand up against the monster. As well as that the Shallow Grave is going to be very handy against a hero like Brawl, which Wind Ranger is one of those mid heroes that excels at off first and then playing the game or the fight from there. If you deny her or make her wait so long for it that it's a different kind. So let's find out. I am cautiously optimistic. At the very least, I see how you could play this if you had a very tight timing sense. But of course, I have also seen, while they are absolutely super skilled as individual players, I do think they're a kind of sloppy when they decide. Especially, they don't really not fight.
There's so many spark rates.
Jason just skirting.
Gonna be so much nuke, like even though, if Frank's gonna eat all of that there. One comes out, they'll be able to get the kill on Owie though. First blood, now HFN forced back. They do have the tag team, so that gives them that advantage, but.
They are about to try lane. I'd honestly, but for now,
He will.
Gentleman's agreement on. Both of them are like, yeah, you like that we get a one-on-one to farm? Cool.
HFN? Tag team again with the slow. This is working out pretty well. He does have the fairy fire though, Matthew has to be careful he doesn't take too much tower damage. It's another spark rave, so they'll turn it back around. Now we will get the kill, but HFN already dead. Not gonna be able to get that experience.
Very nice. This is exactly the...
Still so salty about this Dazzle pick. I'm sorry. Come on, Frank. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Frank. Be the hero we need.
You're allowed to be. If you've seen a team fail with something, then it's only natural to be.
Well, no. They don't fail with it. As I like to say, they when they pick the Dazzle for Frank, they don't win because of it. They win in spite of it.
That is extra frustrating, yeah. I've seen that in a lot of teams where I'm like, I don't know if this is winning, but I don't think this is actually contributing. Who knows? They're the ones that have to play with.
Alright, well. Block up the stack, make sure that... Not having a great time. So here's what I'm interested in. Okay. Got the reflection there. Like that, so that way you can apply the poison sting. We actually, who was it? It was Sammy Boy, I think, that I was a little surprised to see that early point. Able to go and Benno against himself.
Otherwise, you don't get out. Bandage, if he gets the hit, there's nothing you can do. It's a very smart. Keeps you alive. Of course, it also feels kind of bad because you ideally want to fund your image as fast as possible. You can retreat.
Bottom lane. Trying to punish Matthew here for going a bit too deep. They should be able to turn it around, get a kill. Then we'll pick it up, and it's a good rotation from Moon because there's not much that this IO can really pressure KZ with.
Or ever.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can get some points of spirits, but definitely not super comfortable. Where's the TP out? That does give a little more breathing room though to MNZ.
Oops.
Happy to be able to actually hit the. Mono's doing a great job over here in the mid lane though against Bryle. 20-3, currently 17-5 on the win rate. There's only so much that Bryle can do, right?
Yes, exactly. And both of them are, of course, down this mid. So it's very hard to keep up. Much like it's very hard to keep them.
Surprised that we're not seeing a rotation yet for the something that Thunder Predator likes to do. Try to secure them up, make sure. Oh, auto. All right, yeah, look at this. You can already see Matthew getting into position here. They left up Bruno. Double damage picked up by Matthew. Take over a little bit of this room here in the lane. They didn't have the bottle ready just yet, but again, they do have that bounty rune. Over. Lich was also seeing cure. A little bit too fast.
Refill.
Quiet, no HFN, just hitting. Frank zoned out quite a bit though. He knows he can't go too. Doesn't have his tusk. 5-minute runes are coming though. We should be getting some movement. Frank and Matthew alone are going to be able. Might be able to go. Yeah, Moonmeader's going to try to go for the play though up here. Should be able to snap it up. That's not going to be a rune then, unfortunately for Tomato. Might be able to slow him down just a little bit here. They have the frost shield. Owie's sitting on the low ground here. Be able to teleport out. He goes all the way home though, so might be able to take advantage of the fact that HFN a little bit more vulnerable here. Lane out Moon. Doubt he won't be.
It'll be.
Bargray, the shards. Oh, if the shards were just a little bit further, they would have whiffed.
That was basically. Starts being very dangerous. You're going to start losing here.
Minutes coming up. You can see Matthew was rotating. Have a support over on the top. Moonmeander smoke up. Arcane rune is available. Might have to snap it up though. It's not going to be available for Bryle, but they can turn this around, get themselves a kill, although a little bit off the mark with that power shot here. Got the boots going though. Moon does not have those, and plus the shards. It looks like they're going to be a block away. Harm no foul.
Pressure's got to come into either of these. If you're crazy, definitely. So Kezu probably wants to get it. Probably going to let.
Happy just pulling.
You gotta imagine that more is going to be done about. Do that. Doing it anyway.
The worst is when you saw like Eternal Envy playing mid as a bristleback, cutting the between the tier 3 and the tier 2 in mid. Like that was some.
Oh yeah.
That was some shit. Let's be really honest. They had to get rid of that. Oh, NB Dota.
Forever is also very sad that you can't do that with.
Nice hit over here, but Frankie's just gonna be able to TP. They have enough damage though. Now that he's got the Tempest double, Matthew forced to run away.
Can't do anything about that.
I think he tried to leave earlier. Owie.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Interests me most is where's his Magnus going to go after his go for build, or is he I am the only one on my team jump safe.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
I think he needs the blink.
I think so too. But at the same time we know that there is at least the illusion of time, just because HFN is going to take so much.
Roll in plus the focus fire. He'll run away, but he's still slowed quite a bit. Bryle really wanting this. Power shot comes through, but they just don't have quite enough damage. As in the top lane, Minos finds a kill on Keizu. So realizing that the supports are no longer in their lane, they make a play. It's a very nice.
That said, Keizu has his kind of expecting the team now to indicate where crazy.
Its top tower is under attack. And not in a good way.
I think it's a Venomancer, right? You just plop him in the lane and let him take the tower. Make everybody else respond to you. Reason that he has.
Yes. But it depends on if you, for example, expect MNZ to go for the tower trade. Defensively on bot.
He's not going to. He's going to be heading up in the jungle. He's going to be spending time with Wu here. Might go over to the triangle, although you already have Tomato there. And look at this. They already realize it too, because Bryle making his way over. Try to just interrupt as much as he can. Too, you can see that Keizu's making well, so they know the way that Minos likes to play. Focus fire.
Just tickling him.
Yeah, it's very pretty. But no damage really online. Middle lane though, do have the roll on in. Moon Meander. I'm not sure exactly what was going on there. Why maybe he got skewered back.
Yes, he got skewered. Locked in by the shards most likely. The CD is too high. Might have been a root. I only saw the skewer.
Looking not so great for Owie as the shards do connect. Kill here is HFN. It's gonna try to go in. Needs to hug Frank maybe a little bit. Nope, doesn't. That spark break. And there's a bounty rune waiting for him. Otto still has that illusion up.
Link dagger frames. He needs to vacate this jungle at some point. You can see that MNZ is getting pressured by all these people rotating into. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't come bother him as much triangle, but he can't be there because that's for the guy who's going to make the temp. He gets the priority right.
We have a reload coming in hot. Look at this. Look at all the teleports coming out too. Minos chasing down here over onto Owie. Matthew taking a lot of damage though. They have the final hit over onto Owie. They do. They'll be able to go take down Owie. Now they've got to get out of there. He goes for the Sunder play. Deciding, is they going to stick around? No, they'll leave. They'll just say, thank you for that, Bryle. And back I go to farming. Wow, that was so many TPs that came out.
Rainbow. They left Keizu to take the top tower though. It was still very calculated. He could actually...
Cancels
No,
what?
he's certainly
The
stuck
TP?
on top.
Yeah, well, he's definitely dead here. Out in time, but no, it's on cooldown, so he must have tried to TP, and that's just another free kill here from Minos. I like this. I like the way they're playing. JC's still ticking down to that poison sting. Oh, he might need a deny. Oh, Minos. There you're. Oh, look at Moon Meander. He wants this. Being maybe a little too greedy there, my friend, because here comes Mr. Moon. Down the kill on Bryle in the mid lane.
Yeah, no Earth Spirit pendant there, but I think they would be okay.
Tower is under Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not losing.
Be in the top lane now. He's back the mid tower. Necrobook online now for the Dazzle. Go for.
I mean, with bad juju, it is still such a high. I don't think anyone quite as consistently fast as a Dazzle can. Of course, he's also one of the more fragile ones.
Have the Hood of Defiance queued up though, and I'm guessing he'll probably end up making pipe. But Tomato popping that haste rune just comes bottom, says, all right, let's make some things happen. Let's push this tower. Let's see if we can get them to respond to us. Still need more time and space for Minos. Already, yeah, they're making their way down. We'll send out the Tempest double.
They gotta start running.
A lot of people coming in. Frank's gonna walk right into Brile. He goes, he drops the Necro books, but he's gonna get chained to a tree, and there's not much that he can do about this. Doesn't have the shallow grave, so he's gonna be the one to fall. But again, making some space. Oh, they did manage to get the mid tower though. That's not.
With two of the cores visible bot lane. Tower. It was half health already. And against Power Shot, you can't really push the wave out with Terrorblade, or they still know. No way for them to... I'd say no way for them to hold it without the blink dagger. But he's got it now.
That's actually so good that they got the snipe on the courier, because that was the point.
Sorry, I just noticed that
Vitality booster, my bad. That's going into the Spirit Vessel. Meander's getting very close to that, and that's very scary.
Oh yeah.
Io.
And in general, a lineup that relies so much on healing liners is...
I don't need a bar list, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Double damage been picked up for Brile. Let's get very close to that MK. Well, gonna try to make some plays. Snowball though, coming over onto Moon Meander. Not gonna quite grab them, but they do force them out of their jungle because it's hard at work. Not quite on top of the Arc Warden, of course. Affected when you can. Midas, he's got the Tempest double.
And
Still strong.
the Arc Warden also just got his... So this is where he's going to start.
Matthew, there it is, the blink reveal coming up, but they silence him up, and he's just gonna immediately pop back here. Mono can't do anything just yet, as now Aoi getting clicked down here. MJZ leading the charge. Franco on the back line does spot out Brile, so be able to take him down. Menzi trying to fight through. There's going to be the poison, though, coming out. MJZ trying his best to keep him alive. They have the Shallow Grave, and they'll go. They'll use the Sunder. They'll find themselves a kill, and they'll be able to take down Brile as well. Kazu, there's only so far that this little Hydralisk can go. He's just too slow. That's a triple kill for MNZ.
Very patient played from Thunder Predator there. You could see that Tomato actually wanted to do way more, and halfway through it's like, you know what? Never mind. I think MNZ's got this, and indeed he got this.
Park them down here onto the bottom end, maybe take tower. I like this, you know, this time we've had a big problem in the past with MNZ not being able to get Sunder off, but with this IO and the way that Wu position, and also the fact that they have a Dazzle with the Shallow Grave, made a huge difference.
Pretty classic TP combination. In the bans you could actually see that Oracle was out too. Not a fan of getting to...
They want to fight. They Moon here.
So
Yeah, look at this. They know they're backing off. They're like, something doesn't seem right. Can they get the shackle? That was a question. The roll forward, the blink out. Be able to go and land over onto MNZ, but they've got Matthew nearby. They can go in and try to save him if necessary. They've got the silence. They'll drag them right back in again. In comes the snowball, though. They'll follow up. Big Walrus punch it. They're all grouped together, though. It's a beautiful chain process. It's going to be enough, though. It's not looking to be, as they just Delta split. No, they'll still be able to find the kill onto Minos. MJZ now left alone. Frank being charged over here onto the back lines. It looks like MJZ trying to try to get together here. Again with Tomato. Frank fighting his way through, trying to do as much as he can here with that bad juju. He's got the Shallow Grave. He's still alive. The rest of his team has already left him high and dry, though, so he is going to eventually pair. Whoa, okay, all right, there's a relocate out, but Frankie's still alive. Fight everything.
He just walked out with the Shallow Grave on.
I can't believe they did that.
Well, I think he doesn't believe it either, but I'm sure happy they did. And he is going to have a hood for the next. So, versus Kid. Magical damage as well as Moon. Never underestimate how much damage in the
Barrier's back. Spirit Vessel. Anytime now. To add to their kit.
The unfortunate fact though is that Thunder Predator, even if they have been taking fights, they haven't been farming as Crazy has the ability on all 3 lanes. They so wish I'm not worried too much about losing any. The same cannot be said. They've taken quite a lead. This is going to be troublesome for a lineup. As we said, would kinda like to Mark. The later this goes, the more pressure there is on Tomato to find this arc somewhere. Tower with this. If they have to fight up into him, it's going.
Well, he's holding onto a double damage rune right now. I guess it pops it too. Probably try to fight them. Simmons out as is Tomato. They'll just vacate. They'll play a little game of cat and mouse for now.
At the very least, there is some space to play.
Sure. Farming decently though. Over again, they have the Empower on their side, right? Even though that this Arc Warden's sitting at 20k, you've got 11k over on MFC, 8.3 over on Motto, and Trial sitting at 8 right now. Have a little bit of that advantage, but the supports are not feeling super comfortable. I'd like to be doing better. There's only so much that, you know, a Tuscan Day IO can.
At the very least, Trial hasn't getting so hard into all. Not too much presence.
Completed at least.
Called by the radio.
EKB has been completed.
Yes. I don't actually think that Crazy fight Roshan here. Plus an RP.
Yeah, the RP alone is enough to give them. Definitely want to play safe, knowing that Tomato's on the map and that he. You need a lot more vision.
They got Jesus. Right now, what they want the most on Crazy is one kill, any kill. But hard way then.
About this HFN.
Well, Kezu's got them covered.
Does have them covered, but if they try to go in for a smoke play, which they're grouping up like they want to do this.
They gotta be faster.
Them though, guys. Okay, there we go. In we go. On. Fast, like bodies here. They know they're in there. They gotta get in there faster though. It's too late. They're not gonna be able to do it. I've already popped the meta. Looks like MNZ. He's thinking about going in. He's not 100% sure though. Trying to find that perfect setup here. It's just a Tempest double right now. Shot comes through, lands over onto 3. Yeah, they were just too slow on it. Bryle still standing over here. Want to fight into this Aegis if he always snipes those last couple of creeps.
Very annoying. And this is meta down for Thunder Predator as well. If they catch them in there is still a fight, even if the Aegis is crazy. Crazy split. Not giving this Terrorblade any
like nobody's business.
Did earlier. Also means that they're most likely going to go as soon as.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, they're very close to getting the AB online.
Dire's top tower is under
A little bit long.
Moon smoke breaks.
It's Matthew. Otto standing nearby, the snowball will come out. They'll know immediately he's headed over to that camp. There'll be the Sinister Gaze dragging him back. Tomato, all right, Tomato, you're being a little greedy here, just farming right next to everyone. But down goes Matthew. They're looking. Oh, they managed to go and land the shackle over onto Tomato, but I don't know if you keep going on this. Moon says, why not? We don't know where, you know, we got this. TPs are coming out, though. You can see Frank making his way over, and that Spirit Vessel doing a lot. They're going to need a shallow grave to keep him alive. They do have a shackle landing over onto the. Oh, no. In comes the IO, though. They're going to try to just buy him a little bit more time. Bryle, he's hungry for this. So is Moon, but he's just a little bit too fast. They're not going to be able to go and grab Tomato. They pull him right back into the tower shot. Like you said, cleans him up. Moon will get taken down. The shackle. Oh no, Owie's gonna get the bounces of his life. At least he's hoping so. Plus the ultimate coming out from the Venomancer. It's a dead MJZ. Frank's not looking too hot now, though. Matthew rolling on in, finds a kill on Bryle. They can turn this around. They might be able to get the kill onto Owie. Do they have something to cancel out that TP? They don't need it.
Deserved. They need to die for that dive, but it's remarkable how much creates out of that. And that is only 4 heroes. HFN wasn't really getting anywhere close to that, and even Keza was more of like backup on the side than anything.
That they played that exactly the way they needed to. Lose a lot.
They gain space. This Terrorblade is going to build, will allow him to fight into that briefly, but it's him versus 2 clones and all of the rest of the items that Crazy. This is definitely all eggs Terrorblade basket. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do enough.
I like how you said eggs in a basket, but also basket case.
Yes.
Nice wordplay. I appreciate that. I will say, though, that this time around, you know, generally Minos will be able to farm quite a bit, and he'll show up and he's fat, but a lot of the times he's not able to get the Sunders off. With Frank and MJZ on both of these healing that can save him, it's gonna make things easier as long as they stay alive. So like a lot of this pressure is gonna be placed onto Matthew and Tomato, that they just have to be up front and just be the center of everyone's attention. Because if those squishier, and it's not, you know, one's a support, one's an off lane, which I'm not keen on, but if they're able to just sit back, they'll be able to keep Minos alive, and he'll be able to do the cleanup crew.
Yeah, that is about the. Well, let's see if they can get it for themselves.
Question. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more initiation.
Well, we got a Dazzle instead, didn't we?
Yeah. A little bit of a skirmish, though, over here on the side. Shackle lands over onto Matthew. Walrus punch up here with the Wind Ranger throughout the shards, trying to get away, but the roll forward coming out. Owie using the Sinister Gaze drags him right back in. Again, the power shot, and a little plink coming out here will be able to secure themselves a kill.
Commander already looking for the next. He's got
Frank. Kick back again. KZ's here. He's got the grave. He's going to try to teleport out. He can't, though. He's going to have to try to fight his way through this, and he's not able to.
Not it. Well, the Predator are hunting a clone and failing.
Well, they realize that they've got to be on their way. Shown in the bottom lane, you don't have enough support. The roll in over here onto the IO. MJZ gets kicked back. He's going to try to make his way over here. But he's just going to keep getting hit here by Moon Meander, plus that Spirit's Vessel. No way the IO stays alive.
Moon gets to keep that kill. Nice little bit of, hey, what happened? Crazy shows.
Aggression. Like it. I like the way that Moon's been playing this. Feels like Bryle hasn't had as comfortable of a game as he usually does, but definitely having Moon Meander rolling around keeps that tempo going. Quite a few pickoffs here to.
Sorry, I just the Dire's bottom tower.
Hard on. It's going to be so hard for this Terrorblade to kill the entirety of Crazy, which is his job description.
Yes.
Let's not make any illusions. That is what he needs to do. He needs to kill the entire team. They have damage reduction, 4 staffs.
So they opted to go for a blink on Matthew too, but Matthew's just so squishy. Yeah, he can follow up here with Tomato, and maybe he can poke around and make some plays, but
If that's the proper.
I feel like they could have gotten something better. Oh.
I'm not sure actually. If you want to be a ranger, then
That's true.
Pretty much a must, as well as for the saving factor. And let's face it, it's going to be all about the saves. He is dead when he goes in either way. Might as well go on a. Also, I can't believe still didn't.
You see the way that the crazy's just like, they're not showing. They're coming for this tower. Everybody get in position. Like, but they recognize that they're not showing. So, you know, look at this. You've got creep sitting into the base. You've got the Tempest double over here. It's got to start putting pressure. Thunder Predator can't allow this. They need to go home. They need to deal with it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They are going to allow.
That's a
This
mistake.
looks like indecision.
It is indecision. You've got two waves pushed in.
Cologne is going to time out now, though. So they get an Illu. They have been shipping at this time.
But Crazy's just positioned their bodies right around it, too. They're waiting for them to come.
If you'd be comfortable with jumping bottom side, but that way they would have gotten spotted by all that Crazy. There is no good scenario for them to. Crazy gets to keep it. They get excellent outpost towards Roshan. Is it too late for me? Lane.
Complain about what?
Things are named outpost.
No, you can complain. I mean, who's stop you?
Nobody if they're smart.
Man, I wish I could play this. I always feel like crushing this, but whatever. I found Bane. Everybody saw that. No one saw that actually, because you're watching Pythian's. I know that I saw it.
Maybe Pythian's owning it up.
Maybe. 1v1 me, Pythian. Wreck ya. Queen of the.
I don't know. I'm rooting for.
Wow, wow, Kips. Way to support your fellow ladies in esports. All right. Well, what do we got here? So we do have a relocate available over on MJD. They're trying to just, you know, push out these waves. They're far too long in this top. Luckily, not too much damage on the top yet, but they have to be very aware of the fact that they can easily get ratted by HFN. So.
And the information that it gives Crazy is invaluable, as stated very clearly during the previous attempts on mid. They know exactly where to barricade themselves. They know where Thunder Predator can be and where they can't be. Yeah, it makes it very easy for them. The item that has my interest is Abyssal Blade that
Are you liking this? Are you not liking this?
I am. We were talking about how they didn't have enough jump. Well, he's just going to straight up buy it. And he's got a ton of heals behind him. It's not like his problem is getting to hit people enough or something like that. He is going to live, no matter what he does. He might have to sacrifice a couple of process, but that's going to happen anyway. So he's going to go in, he's going to go into the... I like it much more than, for example, a Skadi, because if you buy a Skadi in this situation, then all you're going to do is stand there and try to hit people. Abyssal Blade actually being able to either blow somebody up or fight HFN mano a mano.
The backlines, you have to make sure Frank and connection again. So Mato's opting to go for a Shiva's Guard. Do you like the fact that he's going more like trying to be more tanky in the front lines, or do you think he should be doing some damage? Because again, you have Frank. You know, you're off laner, but he's not gonna be dishing out the same kind of levels of damage as you. Oh, they play him. Okay. I need a little bit of a heal here for Frank. From Frank, rather. Oh, look at that other spark right. That was so close. Bill managed to get to turn it back around thanks to the Dazzle relocating. So Brian will pay for that. back to the jungle.
Good reactions. And yeah, in regards to that, you can see how easily he dies. They need some more. Especially because what's going to happen? Basically, MNZ on the front line, 2 supports sitting behind him, 2 counter engage already. And first of those counter engages, ideally going to be Tomato because he also deals some damage. So he's still going to be, well, second into the fray after
singular pronoun.
Matthew for, well.
Yeah, it's the MNZ show, right? Really a 4 protect 1 sort of strategy coming out.
Normally it isn't like this lopsided though.
Thunder Predator?
Yeah, I have seen more balanced drafts coming out of them, especially with more playmaking capabilities.
Well, it's because Leo Style's not playing right now, too. They do have Tomato standing in. Man, look how fast this melts. Really, really nice for them if they're going to be here. Yeah, they're not even making their way over here. Very nice advantage headed over for the side of Thunder Predator. You now have so many ways to keep Minos alive.
Now all they need is to fight.
Minos is doing that thing, though, where he doesn't buy a TP. There it is. He heard me. All right, thank you. We were laughing. I think it was Alvaro and I were casting one of the games the other day, playing. Just wouldn't keep a TP on him. He's like, I have an IO. Be fine. And then he died because IO couldn't get him out in time. Stayed a little bit too long, but glad he picked that up.
It's another form of. Why would you?
He wanted that. He wanted the gold.
Good definition.
Core player. So how they win games. Or throw.
There's a
interesting
random defensive item. It's going to be hard to focus any proper assessment. Wait,
HFN just murders Frank. All right.
all the way into the base.
Yep. He's got a lot. He's got a Daedalus. He's got an MKB. This is not looking great for Minos again. He still has that Aegis, but look at this. They go right into the back line. They'll push them forward again, but the BKB coming out from Minos. It's going to be a double kill for HFN, but Bryle over here, he's trying to run away. He does have that Ghost Upper, but they're just getting too many bounces off. It's both the BKBs over here about to go down. Minos has to be careful. He's taking a lot of damage. He needs to get the Sunder off. He's not going to be able to, so that's going to be his first life. Triple kill coming out now for HFN. Up comes Minos. He doesn't have anyone to keep him alive, though. He's just going to go down. No Sunder at all available because everyone else is, of course, not near him or dead who are trying to keep him alive. The science being thrown out again over here onto Tomato. Keizu trying to get the body blocks. Is going to get pushed underneath the tower. Doesn't matter, though. HFN is beyond godlike, and they're going in for more. They see Matthew. Moon's just hungry. He wants these kills. He wants to just pad these stats. Snowball will come out, though. They have to be careful. They've dove a little bit too far. Follow up the blink. It doesn't matter at all. HFN finds a kill. Come on, guys. Frank gonna run back, and they're trying to keep him alive. Where's the rampage? Give this man the rampage. He deserves it at this point. They go right into that fountain. And it looks like we will be fine, though.
It happened. Halfway through the dive, they realized that Thunder Predator doesn't have any buybacks, otherwise they would have jumped on his.
Might just try to go for the end here. Look at.
All Thunder Predator needed was to be together for the one fight that they took, but that awkward death of Frank in the base. I know that they felt like they couldn't take any more damage on their towers, but at the same time, that was the only thing that allowed them to get out on the map. As soon as he dies, well.
If they had just been a little bit more in position to keep Minos alive there, that goes so differently. That one fight really had them unravel.
It's a tough case for. See, as soon as he sunders and pops, everyone of Crazy just scatters to the floor. Alright, you did it. Time to wait it out, everyone. because of that scattering, it's also very hard. Say that you haven't seen angles to go. You don't need to. Try to come at the IO from one side, Matthew on the other side.
Titanic now completed. Let's go and they'll blow up the Tempest double at the very least. I don't know that, but it does reveal that they have the Abyssal Blade online, which I'm sure they figured was on. Opponents.
Oops.
For a smoke though? Up.
It would also make them know that Emmy's that right now it's
Triangle. They feel like they want to make this. KZ drawing the line.
oh they
Smoke's gonna come out. Oh, they're splitting up though. Thunder, what are you doing? Throwing smoke, but going over from the horizontal area here. We'll be able to go find Moon Meander almost immediately. They'll jump forward. Matthew getting silenced up. Keizu making his way over too. They've got the BKB, but over on the back lines. He's just getting picked apart here by Bryle. A couple of these bounces coming out from the Chain Frost. Looks like they're just totally spread out again. This is a disaster here for the side of Thunder Predator. They need to group together because HFN is just murdering everyone right now. Keizu also gonna find the kill over here on the Frank. MNC trying to fight here with the HFN. Goes uses the Sunder, but he's left all alone. They end up calling the GG. What a disaster for Thunder Predator, and what a beautiful team fight for the side of Crazy. That's some chaos right there, baby.
It is. And
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team, Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team, pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team, pick.
I speak for the trees.
Radiant team, pick.
Witch Doctor.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team, pick. Radiant team, ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team banned. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick. Red Rider. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back. 10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. Venom Man. Go ahead. Select your heroes. You really should prepare.
BTS Pro Series. Lower bracket match. You've already got one game under the belt of crazy, and they're looking crazy good.
I want the moon. Give it to me.
Moon Show. Let's see. What does he have here? You could go and grab grab swap. Could grab any of Tiny spells. They're always Remnant.
I'm a fan of Astral Step.
And anytime that he can get a mobility.
Let's see.
30 seconds
Watch for that
to
first
battle.
blood on the bottom lane again while just secure
Is this on?
Frank by his loan.
Now they'll make the rotation. Like to put a lot of people down. Line being drawn. Trying to go for a little bit. Perhaps there.
This is a swap. No, his returns are.
This is it.
They were considering it.
Battle begins.
Trying to find out as much information as possible, but I'm gonna be able to go grab. Frank grabs the other. Gonna be able to grab a third one over. Nice start for the sun.
First to not get. At this point, just about enough to not. Oh no, block too much.
Lost. Just to see how Tomato's gonna deal with Bam coming out from Rally. Again, I don't expect him to lane. Very, very difficult, but I think we will see a lot of early if he's able to runes, but that's something that Thunder Predator loves to do. They like to mark. Matthew, though, down here is very, very injured. Breaks some ankles. KZU ping him out. Matthew, though, breaking the ankles, like we said. Uh-oh, KZU? Spot him, yeah. Gets that little bit of hit down here with a Poison Sting Moon Meander, looking for him over in the corner. They want this first blood, and he gets out. Matthew, God.
A lot of time with. And he wasn't in the most of that either, so that's good progress.
Well, they'll find Wu over here, and that's a lot of damage plus that Poison Sting. But, of course, only level 1 should be up. Fine here. See how they're keeping everyone down here. They really just want to place that pressure.
Because they're trading it for free farm.
So now we back up to the top, though. Jump. Way here. Middle lane. Chasing after Tomato. Got a couple stacks of sticky. We'll turn back around again. Some damage. 6. Does have plenty of stick charges, though. Back off. Now.
Tomato here. I don't think he's staying this lane. Strictly this. Going. He's got a very nice target. Over on.
You've got the Terrible. You can also just go for a pickup on Owie. It's not like particular. Either way, you'll probably be able to find. Going lane to play. Constantly stacking sticky on you. Try to play around the side, but Matthew comes forward, tosses him right back over here onto the side. This is looking like our first blood. Excellent rotation coming out from the Tiny here as he makes his way top. Looks like they're trying to just put out enough pressure on Frank and not going to be able to do it. He does force to get TP'd out here. Matthew can take a little bit of this XP. Wow.
Excellent. That Tomato must have sure that there's no vision over on that high ground, so there. Browl's not happy about this.
No. Feel that rage. And Tomato just giggles to himself a little bit. There's gonna be the stun though over here at Moomy Hunters. They toss back. They sit very, very low though. Quite finish him off. Throw a slow over here onto MNZ. supports will sit. Like, do you have a headdress though on the Vengeful Spirit? No regen left though for Moonman. And walk back. Kane Rooney's got 6 stacks of sticky on him, but Matthew the bodyguard, stay away from my Void Spirit. Thank you very much.
Brow's likely to go that aggressive.
I mean, you say that, but it is Bryle.
He's got his items to start, because he's got to move fast when he's working with Venomancer. Decidedly slow.
I don't know about this though, because I've seen Bryle go for the boots trap, but I've also seen him pick up the drums, or really wants to fight. Matthew though, on the other hand, here has taken a lot of malediction damage. Will turn back around, tries to get some more spells off before he falls, but is going to get murdered by HFN. Morphosis up. Fast Frank.
Yeah, drums. Drums in.
Moon? I was gonna see, can Moon get this? He's got the Fade Bolt, but it's level 2. I don't think he can get enough damage down here. Oh, with Gezu though dropping that, perhaps? With the Poison Sting, they need like one more hit, but... Be okay. Be also sitting... Coming up top though. Frank?
There's that rotation for HFN.
On him, but are they going to get him is the question. A couple of the body blocks here. Throwing out that cast. The jump forward though again. Chefen trying to just juke himself around here. Doesn't have it though. Good rotation coming out from Tomato. Exactly what he needs to do. Facing Bryle here. Does have the lasso of it.
He doesn't cross distance that easily.
Oh, Keizu?
Well, defensive.
JZ falls, and so does Keizu though. Have that nice aura headdress here for MNZ, but Bryle making his own rotation, has the lasso, he's very fast. Should be able to go drag back here on MNZ with the Firefly. He's trying to strength morph though, back here again. We'll throw it out. Stun, but he is just gonna get evaporated.
Yeah, that's the other option. You can see that an overextension really isn't very far at all. It's crossing this line right here.
It is gonna be the boots of travel though, like... Not right away, anyway.
I think he feels that he has enough to heal. Otherwise, I think he definitely still...
Man's being placed over here in the middle lane. They see that Bryle's gone a bit deep here. They'll follow up. A couple of these nice cask bounces as they separate. Trying to make some... Knowing that he didn't have the lasso there.
Yeah, and Aoi actually knew. Otherwise, it's sick. Just gonna go top again. Hasn't held up. Aoi's gotta watch for that. Stack? Yeah. Matthew's gonna...
So they drop down that. Double damage gets picked up by Bryle though. Quite fast enough there.
MNZ is very happy with the pressure that is... Even if they're not really doing anything, showing heroes, they're making contact. There we go.
It's a dead Moon Meander, I think. No, he manages to save just a little bit longer. Follow up the magic missile, trying to drag him right back in again. But Keizu with the immediate TP forward. Moon Meander looks like he's going to be able to survive this as they're trying to run away. Matthew now, he just can't do anything. Doesn't have that toss just up, but they'll follow up with the Wrath of Nature. They'll collect themselves a kill, but again, pressure being placed over in the mid lane gives some freedom to MNZ here.
Mirroring nicely right, both of them on the opposed tower. Frank's getting...
lie about such things. Strange to say,
Cup. Auto has a rebel.
middle tower is under attack.
It's gonna break on. Oh, it isn't. Just in time. They're gonna get him still?
Matthew is still gonna reveal himself. He drops the ward. Doesn't get the toss though. You have to back off now. Rotating back.
I think if you play on a team with each other for longer, that's the moment where Tomato would never. In this case, he'd already given up.
Possible.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Closer and closer for those boots to travel. Having a nice time in this middle. Adam and Z, they have a lasso if they 10-minute runes. Bro, look, he's just zeroing in here. Need a little bit more help though. Pop up, MNZ grabs it. Mato also making his rotation over here to this triangle. Casey's not looking very healthy right now. He's got to try to run away, and he's not going to be able to because they have the astral stuff. They'll clean up on Owie as well. Bryle stepping in will be able to probably get the kill over onto MJZ. He wants to Mato, though. Will go get the drag back. MNZ, though, his own Bat Rider is going to try to push him. Doesn't manage to go. Knock him over to the side, but he still has the Firefly. MNZ chasing him down. And they've got a couple stacks of Sticky. It's just Bat Rider versus Bat Rider, it seems. But he's also taking tower damage, so he needs to be careful. Though Tomato's here, throws out that Aether Remnant, draws Bryle right back in again, and they'll be able to collect themselves a kill.
And they're also putting in some pressure. Tower with Frank at the same. Catapult is alive. Yeah, he's very nice. Bryle.
Timing for sure. Although Tomato's trying to put some pressure on HFN. Going pretty greedy here. Hasn't opted. Thunder. Although now he picks it up, holding on to a little bit of pressure.
It's getting too. Void Spirit plus some bounces from the Prophet can just. Hundreds.
Like Moon's
Middle tower
against that he's up. That feels pretty.
Feels less good that he's had to deny.
very nice. Dire's
Worse though, could have just lost it. So deny it. Jelly time. Do you ever feel sad that you never get the royal jelly? 'Cause
Not anymore actually. I've been playing parry recently.
oh, nice. Look at this army of just treants and everyone here on Crazy. They want this tower. They want to make sure that Minos can't farm as easily down here and just force him into the triangle where they can keep tabs on him.
Oh. Let's find out if they do.
extraordinary amount of stress.
Very least, Owie is making the classic switch place vision, but he doesn't have the vision.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why he's... Maybe he thinks... Again, just block the camp. All right.
Radiant's bottom
That'll allow him.
What's going on here, Matthew? You're a little far away from your home. Coconut handing over here with the malediction. They should be able to find themselves a kill in this tiny. Yeah, they even go and make sure with the death ward. Top goes Matthew. Bryle makes his way back top.
myself.
A lot of time waste though.
He really wants Frank. Look at him. He's fast. He's speedy. Got one stack of that sticky. Minos is here though. Needs to be careful. So is MJZ. Brown maybe going just a little bit too far. They have the vision. The zoom forward here coming out from MNC. The swap and the very dead Bat Rider. That aggression. You know, it's funny. You're saying maybe you won't be that aggressive. It's Bryle. Bryle likes to be aggressive, and that's what makes him a really. But
Oh yeah,
he
absolutely.
definitely needs to know what's going on around him.
This time at least he went. He's going to be interesting to see that Kazu top. They really don't want that more than they want any. This point,
A lot of them aren't showing, right? Because you know that Frank can show up at any moment. Nelson's kind of just hanging out in the jungle. The only one that's really showing in the lane right now is Matt. Especially after the last time he won one of the core.
He's getting close to that lick.
Going into the jungle, they know that HFN's gonna be setting up camp here. Jumping on KZY, but they don't have the stun in time, so he's out.
Vessel, so directly countering the war. But it's also just going to tank, allow him to stand. Right? Ryle definitely can't. He's very fragile with it.
Yeah, it is pretty difficult. Don't have the greatest of initiation. That rider up. Throw his body in there, make sure he gets the ultimate off, although it looks like they'll get a nice pick off here. Heal over here back onto MJZ. They had the Wave of Terror, and they'll take down the Vengeful Spirit. But over on the side, too, it looks like Brile, he wants to try to grab MNZ. We'll get the bounce back. Has the last... Oh, but he pushes him right back again. And look at this. He's just strength morphed as far as possible. He knows he's in for trouble. The drag back, though, again with the Poison Nova. We'll land it over onto Matthew as well. A couple of these nice bounces. And the Death Ward. Now he's on a killing spree. And they managed to go and take down the Courier, too. But first, at least they managed to get that Lincoln Sphere. Could have been worse.
Definitely good. If you lose,
not happy about the
there.
You could have, yeah.
I mean, I guess he was very busy trying not to die.
Yes.
That was almost very costly. Void Spirit. Even though Tomato has it's ready, he's also got a point boost from.
Yeah, he's going for the Axe build. Classic stuff.
Going to doing a lot of the team fight utility with the Yules into guaranteed stun from the remnant pool, and then of course the
very good against this team. Just want to make sure that HFN can't get off that Sunder.
Definitely have to waste first.
See though, a little bit too far forward here as the rest of the team following up. Waveform's away. It's gonna be MJZ left behind though. There's gonna be the Lincolns getting popped. MNZ he tries to turn himself into the Bat Rider, but it's not gonna be enough. He's gonna fall. HFN joins in on this fight.
And
it's gonna be a mid tower going to.
It's a bad place to pick fight. Yeah, because they very happily use. And Kenzo's item build here just right into his.
Oh, HFN though? The Avatos? Oh. Yeah, the tips come out. What you doing, baby?
Good about himself.
Clearly.
I felt pretty good about it. Yeah. Not for long.
Dagger 2. Matthew. Has got one more piece left here for the Bag Scepter. Find Owie here as well. 17 minutes though, we're at 7.5 rather, so we're gonna be seeing more and more. Oh boy, Moon Meander was there, no longer. You can see these mass TPs coming out here. KZY looking for the opening, but they'll smoke up over into Matthew. Just wants that little bit of speed burst. Just waiting long enough so that way his Blink Dagger's off cooldown. It's off.
Saving it.
He doesn't even need it. He's walking away. They can't grab him in time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Got out. And that is so much space for this Roshan. Frank's currently.
Oh, Frank the Tank. Alright, and that's the first Roche.
You have to tell me if that's actually something you said before or you made it up on the.
Oh, I've said that before. Okay. And when he plays Centaur especially, he is Frank the Tank. Chosen to pick up that Vambrace though instead.
I just really want to press my. He is going pipe into Thorb because he knows that he's got 2 fragile damage cores already, and in spite of the fact that he would be really good at damaging me too, not feel the need to do so because there is no need. They have all the damage they can in the world, but protection him. fight that.
Good, but it looks like there's not going to be any extra protection here for Mr. Tomato. Maybe just a little bit too greedy. He saw all of those people there. But on the flip side of things, you've got pressure being placed on the top tier too, so...
Yeah, I like...
They can definitely push this very quickly.
The fact that he's there isn't necessarily bad. Like, for fighting a pointed pot there, crazy busy, gives vision to Predator, gives them the opportunity to engage bot if they wish so, but then you do have to be very fast on the reach. Tomato.
You know, what's funny is that he had a haste rune too.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, because they jumped on him originally and he just haste runed away, but then he just stayed in the general vicinity. Felt a little bit like a head scratcher. It worked out. They ended up getting that tier 2 top. It's more breathing room here for the closer and closer to that E-Blade. Still has the Aegis. So I feel like MNZ should be the one that's being... Oh, that's a nice pick. Gimme that Philosopher's Stone.
well, with the placement on the map, you could see where you...
Oh, it's bad. Oh, the blink though. Alright, I see you. Hi, Bryle.
He's still very fragile, and he's gonna go 4-staff next. This man is refusing to tank up. My team's got that pipe coming on, so that's gonna help a lot. And of course,
Boy. Oh, the Lincolns breaks immediately. They'll drag him right back in again. Plus Keizu having the ultimate. The Dava toss, though, will be able to clean up Moon Meander very, very quickly. Aoi, though, on the back line, trying to fight here with Tomato. Not going to be able to. MNZ, too, also struggling here as Aoi goes down. MJZ's also fallen. They still have the Aegis, and I'm a little surprised that they tried to go in on that.
I'm not sure what made them want to take that engagement either. They did get very close to bursting in.
Perhaps they didn't realize how close. Oh, they're still going in here. They see HFN. They'll drag him right back in again. They need to have the stuns, though. Get the bounces off here. He does have the Sunder. He's going to turn right back around here over onto Prank because Bryle's here, and he's going to be able to drop all of that Firefly plus the Spirit Vessel damage. And now they're turning this right around. Did they go Purdue far, perhaps, as they go and they take down Matthew? MNZ, again, still has that Aegis. Is going to go. They'll pop the Lincolns. Got the... There's going to be the swap back, though, trying to buy him a little bit more time. But MJZ also to fall. So all of a sudden... all you have here is MNZ by himself. He's gonna get out of there in a hurry. They've got guns, they've got plenty of things to pop the Lincolns, and MNZ's just dead.
Two wildering fights one after another. That go from crazy is miscalculated, but Thunder Predator definitely up. I understand that they feel powerful with the auto, but if you don't focus fire, the silence doesn't heal. The mouthing can be.
You just back off after you took a good fight. There's no reason to keep going, but HFN, he's a delicious looking target, right?
Oh yeah.
If we could get this kill, this would be huge. Come on, guys, let's do it. And they debated themselves a little bit.
They did, yeah, and
hard.
The biggest deal about that is that HFN has just bought himself Gotti. This man is not that interested in shit. He just wants to have H. Boy, does he have.
Again, they just keep popping the Lincolns. They've got the lasso. They've got so much damage, but they're able to just slice through MNZ. Bryle's still sitting very, very low, but they just can't seem to finish him off as they're still hunting for him. There's going to be Tomato. The pushback, though, again, and the Scotty. Oh, plus that Spirit Vessel, plus Aoi just doing damage. That Essence Ring is real cute, my dear. But that's a double kill now for Aoi 2000. That's going to be a tower.
Both of the fourth and fourth down, and they need to focus fire. Somebody needs to die if they go in that hard. But I don't actually think they have the damage anymore, not until they completed, and even then, I think they wasted a part of their window. Just look at the timing. It is 23 minutes into the game. To have E-Blade Lincolns at this time, or maybe like even such...
Bye-bye, Frank. Guten bye-bye. This is just so characteristic of Bra. I've been loving the way that he's been playing recently. It's been him and it's been Quinn. The way that they immediately find these openings. They go from kill to kill, just constantly bloodthirsty, constantly making these plays. like the two mid players that I've seen that have been like super active no matter what. I love it. I love to see it.
The impression that I got during America is because their paces and their rotation so much that I wonder if they've been practicing against each other and they've been
screaming,
needing to keep up the pace because the other's so.
And take a look at this, it's yet another lasso, and they found MNZ, they popped his Lincolns, it doesn't even matter. HFN's on a killing spree. I want to know the participation of kills per minute now, because this man has just been going non-stop.
As soon as he got this force staff, he exploded. Well, death? I don't know.
Baby Bryle, growing up and murdering everybody.
You love to.
Not if you're the game. And look at this, HFN's feeling so confident, he's just walking right over to this tower. He knows that they don't have anyone else here at home because they have the vision, so he's gonna be putting pressure.
Covering for this.
And they go and they grab Frank here. Got the Spirit Vessel charge. Bryle gets dragged back. The toss-up, though, coming out. Might be able to go and burst down Bryle. They will be able to find it with that Wrath of Nature and Tomato. But they're just doing all this, and it's just not going to work out for them because they end up losing Frank. MJZ looks like he's going to be the next to fall. To swap out, trying to buy a little bit more time over here. KZU has that Essence Ring. Toss up, though, into the air. And the teams are just, you know, they're melting coming out of here. KZU's got himself a double kill. Moonmeander somehow still alive as they take down Matthew. KZU, they still haven't managed to kill this man. They'll find Moon. Tomato trying to run away, but hello, your buildings are getting destroyed. Minos is getting destroyed. It was the bait and switch, Kips.
It was. Hey. Top lane, getting your buildings, you swear. It was very close though. Like, the problem is that Tomato can't go in against the Terrorblade because he's slowed up and he can't. But he can totally go in against this trio that they had on the bottom. Well, an Essence Ring fueled wonder that Kezu gets to live there.
I can't believe Kezu stayed alive. I actually cannot believe that. He got so close. I was like, one Avatos. One Avatos is enough to kill him. But they just weren't able to find it. Now look at this. In the lane. Try to hide, but Bryle, he's already hot on his heels. He's looking for him. He's got a lasso with his name on it. Hang out. There's going to be the Astral Step forward. Bryle not able to quite grab him just yet, but they pop the drums. They've already used the Force Staff. He's going to try to go drop down that Aether Remnant, but Bryle's here. And the rest of the team is here too. They don't even need this lasso, Kips. They're just going to burn him to death. Or in the case of KZU, give him the toxins.
That stolen Aether Remnant was a... At the very least though, all of this death finally gave MNZ the space to fix.
It's too late. It's too late at this point. Look at this. All right, again, just dragging back, but they managed to go get the swap off. They'll use the Ethereal Blade, the follow up again. They've got the Avalanche. A buyback coming out now from Tomato. They see HFN. They do manage to finally take him down. Wasn't able to go and get the Sunder off. Owie getting dragged back in. They're going to try to go for anything more. Moon dropping his own remnants over onto the side. Owie, again, this is your position 5. It's okay, but you've already lost HFN. He's trying to play Ring Around the Rosie with the trees. Isn't going to be able to survive, but on the back end here, Moon Meander, he's just been left behind a little bit too long. Does have the Glimmer Cape. The duration's about to end. They've got the Silence. Astral Step coming forward, and they'll go pop the Lincolns. It's still a dead Moon with a double kill now for MNZ.
And this is how the fight was supposed to go all along. It's just that they needed that E-Blade to be able to burst the Terrorblade again. Otherwise, the Silence from Tomato was used. Now the puzzle pieces are in place, but they just needed to give MNZ the time to get that E-Blade, and they didn't. Ugh. Well,
Bryle with an Arcane Rune. I just see a lot of lassos coming out. They have to be careful, right? Because if MNZ gets caught out, if they're spread out like this, they can just continuously mess with him. Have them all together.
And this is one of the problems for build that gone is that he can't split. He's gonna pipe Lotus Orb.
Trying to sidestep here. They know that they're hanging out over by the Roche Pit though. They pick out. Drop down some of these wards. Just keep tabs on things just to make things difficult. Roche is up and this is probably the next big fight.
Terrorblades finishing Butterfly as we speak. You would really like this rotation. Let's wait a whole minute until he's got the evade.
Buyback, I'm sure. Look at all the things being thrown into the pit. From then you got a little Kakamora being thrown in there. More of these lovely plague wards.
Smoke.
They know exactly what they are. They just need to make the right call to wrap around. By Mino.
Rollins MNZ.
Oh, it's a good ward. They spot out. Get the jump though again. If they can grab Minos, the blink forward coming out from Batrider. To the Yules, there it is. They drag him back, but in comes Tomato. They'll hold him into place, but they're still doing way too much damage. MNZ, he can't stand toe to toe with us. He's gonna go down. MJZ falls down to Matthew on the back end. Oh my word, crazy. They say to hell with an Aegis. Let's go get ourselves some buildings, boys.
Well done there. That Yules so that
Beautiful.
the swap did not break. There was just...
Whose Yules was that?
I think it was Rollins.
The bat? It was bats.
Yep. So he basically presses 3 buttons at the same time. You know, you
Ra's good at pushing buttons.
break... And you break on top of him, you break into you. And then, oh yeah, of course, you also gotta last at least 4.
A lot of buttons being pushed. He's gonna have the lasso up again soon because he used the arcane rune too, so... They take megas.
Actually, somebody else needs to break the link.
It looks like they can just go right into the Roche pit. That's going to give them cheese this time around. But they also pick up the force on HFN to go full pike. Should secure them the advantage here. I don't think they can do anything about this over on the side of Thunder Predator. Look at this, just no way they get there in time. Cheese, and they're ready to go. This could be the last hurrah here for Thunder Predator. They did not have buyback on Minos last time. Now or never, my friends. Bait with Minos. You can see that Bryle's not there right now. Bryle actually in the bottom lane. Might be able to try to make something happen. They decided to try to go after Bryle. They have creeps in their base, though. Need to be careful. Moon Meander showing, jumping forward immediately. The Avatos still alive, has the Glimmer Cape. They don't have enough damage to go and burst them down. They go and they grab Tomato. They drag him so far back. Buyback's coming out now from the Rubik. He wants to be a part of this. Nice swap, though, coming out from MJZ. The Go, they'll drop the Maledict. They've got the ultimate coming through, too, but Tomato's still alive. MJZ, though, will fall as now Rubik. Oh, they get the swap back again because Moon, he stole it. They're going right back in. They are not going to be able to save Tomato here. He's out of those astral steps, and they'll just chase him down, burn him to death with the Firefly, but he's got his dancing shoes on. He's trying so hard, does have one more astral step, but they're still following him over here into the corner. They need one more hit to do the trick, and they'll find it. And they'll kill his courier. That was his Aeon Disc recipe. Oh, no, Thunder Predator. Look at HFN. He's just running. He's making a beeline. He's like, there's no auto. No MJZ. I've got Metamorphosis up. Come on, team. Let's go win us a game.
And yeah, I guess they're going to try to
That's
blow him
right.
up one more time, but that's so much harder now that...
You can't. He's got an Aegis. You have to blow him up 2 times. You don't have the means for Thunder Predator right now. Look at this. These buildings, they just can't do anything. They're just watching it. If anything gets forced out forward, he is a Carol, though. He gets thrown right into the base. He also immediately pops them onto MJZ. He's just shredded. The toss back into the fountain, though. They're trying everything they can, but he has the Sunder up. He's going to go murder Frank, murder Matthew, triple kill. They just keep on going. MNZ, he's going to come back right back here again. HFN looking for the murder, looking to get out of here, though, too. It doesn't matter. Thunder Predator has been eliminated from the BTS Pro Series, and crazy. Gonna be going up against Infamous tomorrow.